Let me add my face to the screen. You guys can see me. Move this over just a little bit and get the full shebang going. Get the full shebang going. Um, I'm always like a little cross between like, do you guys really want to see my face? Do you guys care to see my face? But why not? um, mhm. I think yeah, Harmony went crazy this week. I ain't gonna lie. Harmony did this thing this week. Our automated trader. Um, still, there was a few kinks here and there. I'll admit, I am not afraid to admit that it has been a little bit of a work in a work in progress to get to fine tune how it acts around news, whether it be some of the more menial news or the high impact news, things like that. Managing, the slippage and just foolproofing it honestly to just make sure it doesn't blow up ever during like any type of crazy market conditions or anything like that. That's really the goal. One thing about automated traders is uh the majority of them don't really last long term. So what I'm trying to do is build something that like lasts way beyond me. So I'm m- probably gonna be closer to done with refinements in the next. I don't know. I don't even want to put a time on it because there's always another little nuance that can make it a little bit better. It's not perfect. It's great. It's not perfect though. When I first started building the algorithm, I was basically coding myself, and I'm a very patient trader and I don't take a whole lot of trades, and I like to wait and I like to catch trends. And for an automated trader, that can be good and bad, but for when you're trying to put it on a mass scale, you want something that's a little bit more frequent of a trader. So really expanding my own expertise into diving in, like as I was diving into other um strategies, refining them in my own way in order to code that into the bot to make it you know be that something to trade a little bit more frequent than I do with my own personal strategy. So we've added some more logic into it to enact that. And I, slowly but surely, there's I keep thinking of little little ways to make it just a little bit better. It's definitely done. It's done. It's averaged about 2.5% a month, which is decent. Out the gate, I was saying it was doing 10% because it was doing 10% a month, but let me explain exactly what happened. So, when it was doing 10% a month, trade lockers back end was perfectly fine. They hadn't messed anything up, and it was also on higher leveraged accounts. One thing we've done is dial back the leverage that we recommend and the leverage that we're using on the master, number one. And then number two, trade lockers TL, the lot sizer inside of the system has changed a lot. And I actually just recently figured out one of the nuances that their team couldn't even tell me to get my code to actually trade the lot sizes that it was supposed to trade. And essentially, I've rebuilt all of my strategies on separate platforms outside of TradeLocker because of that fact. But I will say that the best performance that I've gotten was on TradeLocker before the lot sizer inside of their system was messing up. So um, what I ended up doing was splitting, not really splitting the strategy, but segmenting how I was gonna do things. What I was building on Trade Locker was actually what I was uh, advertising to the public. And don't get me wrong, I love y'all, but we're keeping that in house. That is titled Sentinel. Now, Harmony, what is offered to the public, is what I rebuilt on other platforms. Um, that being TradingView. I coded it, and then with Pine Script, and then it's hooked to Pipedream, to a master account, and that master account, you know, basically sends all the trades to sub accounts that are the clients that sign up for Harmony. So that's how that works. There's been a few people that were a little bit confused at like how the setup was and everything, um, because you have to send us your platform details to connect to the copy trader. But a lot of early baby traders don't really understand right away that I can't do anything with your actual money. Like I can't take your money um with your trading platform details. I can only trade with it. So we connect it to the copy trader so the copy trader can trade with it from our algorithm. So just to kind of make that a little clearer, there's been a few folks that were like, "What? I don't know about all that." It's like, well, it's kind of how it works. Now I could just make it into an EA on MQL and sell it like that. But most folks don't feel like doing all the steps and getting it on their laptop and setting it up and do all that, because that's how we started off doing it and having people set it up on their own and da da da. But there's too much user error for that. Way too much user error for that. It's way easier for you guys to get an account and just send the details our way. Not broker. Don't you ever send your broker details to anyone that you don't love and can like see in 5 minutes. You dig what I'm saying? Never, never, ever. Trading platform details, free game. That's just how you expand the ability for more trading. That's that. Your broker login, that is your social security number, homie. You feel me? That is the pin to your bank card. So don't you ever send that to anyone. We got this CHFJPY trade in a wee bit of profit though. I tell you what. I tell you what. Wee bit of profit though. I gotta extend this so the box actually like stays. There we go. That actually does the thing. I like it when it gets more green. Nah. Um Weirdly, I had a conversation with a trader, and they were like, "Your candlesticks are regular red and green. That's crazy." I was like, "What? What?" I understand that some traders need to change it because like the psychology messes them up, but like to be worried about my candlestick colors, that's crazy. That is wild. I do not care about the color of the candlesticks that much. Like red and green work perfect. They make sense. You know what I'm saying? If price goes down, you get a red candle. I mean, just I don't know. I feel like that's how we built our world. 10:01. Okay. Let's take a look at the breakout candle. Go to the 15. Take a look at our. Okay, so our range. Ooh, our range is huge. Range is huge. Once it breaks, it's. Ugh. I'm probably not trading. I'm probably not trading. I don't like really trading on Fridays that much. I don't even run my algos on Friday. They're all set to not trade on Friday. Yep. Now every now and then, like if there's like no news, it's gonna be super dead, then I'll let it trade the Friday morning session. But Probably not. Probably not gonna like it looks this is choppy. This is chop. This is pure chop. This is grabbing liquidity and keeping it right here. You know what I mean? I don't really want to put my money into this. Now, we might get a a breakout, but I don't think so. I don't think we'll. This looks like a very tight consolidation. Now, the tighter the consolidation, the more explosive the breakout. But I don't think we'll get that until next week. We'll probably get some type of gap up. Um, I think, yeah. Depending on, like, there might be something that happens in the aftermarket hours over the weekend. Um, that makes that not happen. But I think we'll end up gapping up, um, especially with. Let me see. Let's go over here. Well, Nasdaq does have a neutral read. It does have a neutral read on the Edge Finder. But I mean, like, as you can see with this, oh, excuse me, sorry, super tight consolidation here. Duh, it makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Um, CHFJPY is a fallen though. I'm scaling in right now. Um, I'm scaling in right now as we speak. Um, Man, my phone device is being so slow. I'm getting a new one. It's on the way. I already ordered it. It's just kind of taking forever. AT&T said it was gonna be shipped on like the 15th, I think. I don't want to lie. Let me look real quick. They sent me an email. They sent me an email. Um, AT&T. Um, okay. Where's that email? Mm, Hit their tracking number. Um, your order requires signature. I know this. Yes, estimated to ship Wednesday, January 21st, bruh. I might as well go to the AT&T store. But crazy, there was no pickup option. Cause I tried. I tried to pick it up. I seen that day. I was like, I don't know about all that. Um, but yeah. Um, that's crazy, right? I ordered it on the 5th. It's not supposed to be shipped until the 21st. Now that means I'm not gonna get it till like almost freaking Valentine's Day, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. My son he is exercising his voice out there. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but that boy is exercising his voice. Um, the euro just go somewhere that I like? Hold on, I just got a euro notification. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ah, almost. I think it. Yeah, it broke that basically. Hold on, go down to the 3 minute. What did it just do this now? Okay. 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 Come on, push down just a little bit more. Give me a little bit more of a discount. Give me a little bit more of a discount. Let me I'll get in there. Just give me a little bit more of a discount and I'll get in there. A little bit more of a discount. Let me in there. No, I'll probably this see Euro will actually like chill and let us wait until Monday. We don't actually have to. We don't have to eat. We don't have to eat these. We don't have to eat these fees. And it's Euro and it's like it's already 10 a.m. You know what I mean? Um, London is winded all the way down to nothing. That's probably part of why we're getting this price action here. Got a volume resistance there. Um, our volume support from over here already it's already taken out here. So yeah, we're probably gonna go ahead and trickle down. There's nothing to stop price from trickling down to actually tag this level here. So we're good to wait. I think we're super good to wait for this one. I'm still gonna put an alert right there though. Um yeah, but I think we are good to wait for that one. Um, Sorry if you guys were looking for the stock talk this morning. I'm sorry. Jim is traveling. He's on the road. Um, we praying for safe travels for him. Um, but he'll be back on. He'll be back on to talk his talk on Monday. um and we are still getting more faces together so we can keep it going all day long with different voices. I'm just very selective of who I want to represent my brand. But I mean, like, I'm gonna clip this. If any content creators that trade out there wanna hop on the show, connect with me. We can definitely chop it up. If your market expertise is solid and your personality is open and you have a love for growing communities and helping people win, then this is definitely the place to be. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know all the team members get all free access to everything. So you know but yeah, I'm a probably clip this, post it on TikTok so y'all can hit me up and DM me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know all my platforms. The Dyslexic Trader on TikTok. I actually need to change the banner. I don't. Luck. Thankfully, I didn't put the banner on this uh this episode, but I forgot that I've been doing the show all week and didn't realize that it still said at TDB Finance um down at the bottom. I mean, you can still find me with at TDB Finance. It's just my name on there is the Dyslexic Trader. um, and then you can find us on TikTok at Sparrow Funding, at Sparrow Funding. Just type in Sparrow Funding, and you're gonna see that golden sparrow logo, and you can just follow along. Our first few traders are on the cusp of getting their first payouts, so that's really cool. Really happy to see that early. I don't like to see people fail. You know what I mean? I don't, not at all. So um to see folks getting to payouts quickly, I love it. our stats are great, as far as like how our traders are doing. So that is lit. Um, but I was gonna just leave the stream up, um, like I usually do, but there's so much I need to get done on this machine here. Um, using my MacBook to stream. But I need to use I can't use my Dell for a few tasks that I have to get done this morning. And just to give my laptop a break, a breather, and because I don't want y'all to get like tradey. I don't think people should trade that much on Friday. I don't recommend it. I tell my guys, hey, put the phone down, enjoy your wins for the week, and rest your mind for Sunday's open. That's my one of my biggest advice points for traders. Like it's like Friday is like literally the reason why a whole lot of traders aren't profitable just because they traded on Friday. They'll hit on Monday, they'll hit on Wednesday, they'll even hit again on Thursday, and then come Friday they try to hit again, and boom, liquidity sweep, or a bull trap or bear trap, or just a crazy tight consolidation, and it just eats your profits. So um unless you're like a super heavy news trader and you know exactly what you're doing, and the account you're using isn't against trading within 2 minutes of news, we're not really with trading. We're not It's not really an actual time limit on it, I think. Well, I'm pretty sure it's like yeah, I think it's like 2 or 3 minutes before and after red folders. Don't open trades. It's stupid. And it should only be done on a regular live account. Like if you're gonna do that on your own regular live account. Don't do that with a prop firm, because the drawdowns could be more than you're expecting. So just be diligent about that. Of course, we over here have a 5% daily and a 6% overall, but when you're trading things like Nasdaq or Bitcoin, gold, you know, um, that could get eaten up very very quickly. So just want folks to trade safe and trade smartly, and the smarter way to do it is Monday through Thursday. You understand? um Sunday, like I know a lot of people hit that agent session on Sunday. I'm not like necessarily against it. I'm not. I would rather let all of that liquidity get into the market and then trade Monday. I like to lets things happen to give you a gauge at what's coming next. So that's my reasonality behind Monday through Thursday. Yeah. Um, so just to give y'all um some gems for the week. Um, but I'm just gonna give y'all another look at the top setups page. Um, Yeah, pretty menial. Nothing too explosive. Gold very bullish, of course. Things are ramping up in the Middle East, so we're gonna see. Actually, let's go over to our gold chart. I'm not sure if I pulled that up already. Um, I did, but I forgot. I said I was gonna come back to it. We missed that gold entry. Here we have a volume support. Um, but we are high up here, man. Um, we're probably gonna end up just breaking through this that next level up there. If you would really love a trade, you'd have to wait for um, you'd have to wait for a pullback to at least this area here, something like this. And I mean, actually, I mean, really, the way it's been taking off on me, I might really like the 38 more. I don't hate it. I don't love it that much, but I don't hate it. You know. Um. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to get rid of that. Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. you know, um, the fit was probably just a little off. Let's do that again. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, okay. The fit was just a little off because the 38's right here, and that's reasonable. You know what I'm saying? That's very very reasonable. Um, this volume support is what I would use as my stop loss, not that whole body, or that whole wick. I said whole body, that whole wick there. Nah, it would be this volume support right here, and then on a slightly higher time frame, even higher. There we go. Um, come up here and break through these, break through these highs. See new all time highs. See new all time highs. Um, our side isn't giving up any kind of divergence for downside momentum or anything like that. So the the any pullback we should get should be very very temporary in this area. Now this is a little short term resistance here. As you can see, it push price down here now or there. Now what could happen here is that it doesn't pull back and give us that entry, and we just trickle higher here. Case in that case, on like a 5 minute, 15 minute time frame, I would like to see it you know break through, give us a strong candle, and then pull back, and then that would be another opportunity to take entry. All right. So um go ahead and set my alert there. I'm already in a trade from this area down here. I've kind of taken advantage of this here, but um get that. I didn't even realize. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize that I hadn't switched over. I'm over here thinking I'm showing y'all gold. Y'all still looking at the edge finder. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. Um, still getting the hang of everything. I'm a new streamer. I'm an old trader, new streamer. but this is what I was talking about. This I'm looking for a pullback. This right here is roughly the 38, and then um, if it doesn't give us that, because since we're already at this short term resistance area, we might just go ahead and break through, then catch a little bit of liquidity back to the downside, and that'll be our entry instead. And it will probably be something like this as the entry. Um, like I said, that's if we don't go ahead and pull back and give us this entry here. I would love that. I would actually take that um, myself. I think, but I'm already in gold. I'm in profit, deep profit, stop loss, and heck of profit. So I'm not too pressed about getting in. We can take a look at silver before I get out of here though. Um, mm, hmm, looped again. I don't like how it's kind of consolidating, but I mean it's um there's a lot of silver bears that them came out of the woodworks over the past couple of days. Not sure exactly where that's coming from, but um silver has no reason to cool off for real. Um, we'll probably bust through these highs, little double top there, and it didn't. It's not the kind of double top that sends you crazy lower. As you can see, we definitely priced a little bit lower, but we didn't even break through the low that it made from the first push. You dig what I'm saying? Um, so we didn't even go to test it. Um, so with that in mind, if price stays above this area here, it's gonna go to another all-time high. So volume support here and another volume support here. So um, this is where bulls would react and push price higher. Um, it's kind of it's definitely a wide area for sure. It's not the most sniper of areas, but I don't believe that price will um, break that if bulls are still in charge. So if we do get a pullback there, you you may catch something off the middle of this area and take it back to the all-time highs, at least to test them, and then put your stop loss mad deep in crazy profit. I mean, the risk to reward isn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not that bad. Um, Not as good as would like, but it's not that bad. Slight pullback and a push higher is what I'd like. Like I said, breaks this volume support here. I don't like the trade anymore. We'll probably end up going to test either this low or this low here, which is reasonable and it's an even better buying opportunity, honestly. But markets are kind of sliding along. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be very, very interesting for the trading. It's most definitely going to have some nuances to it. Let's take another look um, at Nasdaq before we take our leave. Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that. Just more tight consolidation is all. It's more. This volume support held though. That is a fact. That is a an interesting thing that this volume support here held. So I wonder if um, the price likes it that much, if we'll attack it again and then leave before actually breaking out. You know, um, I mean, with a consolidation like this, it's most likely gonna touch it again, but that doesn't mean it could still just be trapping liquidity. So I'd rather just wait and not really worry about it too much until next week. Yep. Yep, that apart. All right. We're at just over 45 minutes. I was gonna do roughly 45 minutes to an hour today. I think that's how I want to do. That's how I want to continuously do my segments, and that's why we need more faces. So after I do my hour, somebody else do their hour, so on and so forth. Um, but I'm about to get up out of here. All right, I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next.